I'm back. So now we're gonna work on this problem. So I did this completely wrong. We're gonna delete the released events. Delete those released. And now we're gonna try the game. I'm working with trial and error here. So obviously there's something wrong. It should be working with these set to direct. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. It was working earlier, but now it doesn't stop the player. Let's try adding an else if. So else if and then else. Also, this code goes bye-bye. We don't need it. Speed equals 0. Hopefully this works, because I am not sure what the problem is. There we go. So now we have a basic player. He can move around back and forth, follows the mouse direction. Now we're going to create a crosshair sprite. So we're going to go SPR crosshair. So we're going to make it, it can be really any size you want. I don't want it to be huge though, so 32 by 32 will work for me. And now we're going to basically create a cross that goes in the middle. So we're going to make these black. And now we're going to create a circle. Whoops. We're going to create 4 points, and that's where the circle starts. You don't have to make the sprites the same as mine. I'm just doing... These are my methods on making sprites. Just so I get it symmetrical and decent looking. So, there's a basic crosshair sprite. Not the best. So now I want to make sure its origin is centered. Save that. So now under our controller, we're going to go to Draw Sprite. So now we're going to go SPR crosshair 0 mouse X mouse Y. This is going to draw at our mouse position. So now we're going to start making our collision events and some guns. So shooting is fairly basic. What we're going to do is we're going to create another sprite, and we're going to call it SPR bullet. I'm going to make it 3 by 3. And I'm going to make it a light grayish color. Save. Make sure you also center the origin. It's not going to do. It may look like it's not going to do much because the image is so small, but it does do something. So now we're going to go if global.gun equals pistol. So if our gun is a pistol, if mouse L pressed, if ammo, it's a lot of if statements. Ammo is not 0, Then we're going to go bullet equal instance create xy obj bullet bullet dot direction equals direction bullet dot speed equals 20, and so I think that should make it shoot a bullet. Save that. Now we need to create our bullet object. So we're going to go obj bullet, and we're going to set the sprite. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to hit OK. So now on our control event, we're going to make sure. Okay, so our M is at 96. So if we hit debug, we get an error. Oh, I didn't declare the gun. So we're going to go to obj control create global.gun equals pistol. So now if we debug it, very basic shooting. As you can see, it shoots towards our crosshair. So now, you can do what you want with the engine. That's practically it. Oh, one other thing. We're going to work on collisions. So we're going to create a new object, and we're going to call it obj collision. So now we're going to go add. We're going to make sure the sprite is collision. And on create, we need to, this is very important. Image index equals 0, or equals 1. Image speed equals 0. What this does is so when you run the game, you won't see that red X on top of all the collisions objects. But in this, you will. So, so let's hit OK. So now for player, we're going to go add collision with obj collision. We're going to go bounce. We're just going to bounce it, not precisely off of solid objects. You also need to make sure that obj collision is a solid. So now let's create a building. Let's go to. Oh, I can just go right here. Whoops. Here we go. I'll have to pause it. I'll be right. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. So I can't remember. It's been probably about an hour now. I can't remember exactly what I was doing. I think we were making a building. So let's continue with that. I'm gonna clear a space just for a basic building. Brick. So I have that door that big. You want it to probably be at least too big for doors. So now we have that. If you walk onto this currently, what's going to happen is you're going to go straight through the walls. So what we need to do is we need to get this obj collision, and we need to put one on top of each of these bricks. So we're going to hit save, and now if we hit play, if we walk into the wall, you can't go through it. But if we can go inside the building. So now we're going to improve on this engine a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to bullet, add event, collision with collision. We want add a piece of code, and we're going to type in instance destroy. And one thing I forgot to add on the player is if we go to step, where we shoot, underneath a bullet, bullet.speed equals 20, we need to go global.ammo minus equals 1. So that'll take away 1 ammo. So now if we go ahead and play the game, boom, boom, boom. So let's rapidly fire. Once we hit no ammo, it's going to stop shooting. So, now, I'm going to work on some zombies. So, here's where it gets fun. We're going to go create a sprite. SPR zombie. We go edit sprite. I'm going to make the zombie 36 by 36 pixels. We go edit, zoom in, and I'm just going to make a zombie, which is just going to be like this. And I'm going to we're going to make it face this way. So, super simple zombie sprite. Center the origin, hit OK, save. So now we're going to create a zombie AI. So we're going to go create an object, obj zombie, change the sprite to your zombie sprite, and now we're going to go add step, control, if distance to, or, if object, I forget how to do this, if distance, hang on, I'll be right back, I forget how to add that piece of code. I was doing it correctly, it's distance to object, so now we need to go obj player equals, so if it's 100 pixels away, we need to go direction equals point direction, obj player.x, obj player, let's go, xy, obj player.x, obj player.y. Image angle equals direction, and move towards object, or I forget the piece of code. Why do I keep forgetting it? Object. Move towards point. Player dot obj player dot x, obj player dot y, and the speed is going to be, we want to make it choose what speed we want to go. Let's go 1.2, 1.3. No, we don't want it that fast. We want 0.8, 0.9, 1. So else, so if it's not, then it's going to go direction equals choose 0, 90, 180. Actually, let's like offset a bit. So let's go 70, 158, 269, and 340. Just some random directions. And image angle equals direction, and speed equals choose 0.8, 0.9, and 1. So that's pretty basic AI. I'm going to go add event collision. We're going to make it go x equals x previous, and y equals y previous. Save that. So now we're going to make the zombie take down your health. So we're going to go controller, draw. Let's go draw text, view, x view, 0 plus 4 view y view 0 plus, let's go, so 28, so let's go 60, plus 60 string, oops, let's go health plus string obj player.health. And also up here we're going to add ammo plus string. So now we want to make it decrease health. So add, actually, we need to go obj controller, and we need to change string. We need to go round, and then we want to round the obj health. So save that. We're gonna go to player, add collision with zombie. Whoops. Add collision with zombie. We want health minus equals 0.25. If health is less than or equals to 0, we want to room restart. So we're going to restart the room. Save that. So I'm going to create a spawn point. So we're going to create another object. We're going to call this obj spawn point. The sprite, we're not going to have a sprite, so we're going to add create. We're going to go instance create xy obj zombie, and then we're going to go alarm 0 equals room speed times choose, and then we're going to go let's go 5, 7, 10, 14, 16, 20. So it's going to spawn it every one of these seconds. It's going to choose which one. So now I'm going to copy all this code, add alarm 0, drag the code in there. So there it is. Okay. Save it. So now we have spawn points. So now we're going to add some spawn points. So make sure you press OK on this. So let's create a spawn point here, spawn point here, spawn point here, spawn point here, spawn point here. So now we're going to go back to our zombie. I'm kind of going fast, so sorry. Feel free to pause if you want. And I'm going to go collision with bullet. We're going to go, we're going to go add event create. And I'm going to go HP equals 100. So if a bullet collides with the zombie, HP minus equals 10. If HP is less than or equal to 0, we need to go instance destroy. So it should take 10 bullets to kill one zombie, and our spawn point should be working. There's obviously a problem with our AI. Oh, we don't need this code here, I don't think. So set speed equals choose 0.8, 0.9, 1. Let's try that one more time. So it's kind of odd. So choose let's get rid of this else statement. So you see the spawner works, but our AI is not working. As you can see, if we shoot the wall, it's not going to go through the wall. Okay, now our AI is working. We have to be extremely close. So let's raise. So the AI does work, but we need to raise this to probably, I'm going to say, 384. So you can fiddle with this depending what you want it to be. Not sure what's going on here. Let's see, our health decreases. Then the room restarts. So that everything works except for our AI is having a bit of issue. So if distance to object. Oh! Ha! Found the problem. If distance to object is less than or equal to 100. Before it would have to be exactly 100 pixels away. So now if we try that one more time, there we go. But I still want that to be a bit further, so let's set this to 256. So now our AI should work nicely. Now we're going to go else. Let's put that else statement back. Direction equals point direction. Let's go. Direction equals choose. It's a bunch of random directions. That's probably about as random as it can get. Apparently that's too many, so shrink it down to as big as it can get. So direction, image, angle equals direction. Speed equals choose. 0.8, 0.91. So now that should work fairly well. Also, if we go other, so if it leaves the room, we want it to destroy. Instance destroy. So that if it leaves the room, it's not gonna fill up our room and cause lag. But we also want to make sure that the player can't leave the room. So let's go step. So down at the bottom, we're going to go if x is less than or equal to 0. We need to go x equals 0 plus 36. If y is less than or equal to 0, y equals 0 plus 36. Actually, then we're going to set that to plus equals. And we're going to go if y is greater than or equal to room height minus 36. Y minus equals 36, and if x is greater than or equal to room width minus 36, x minus equals 36. So now we should be able to leave the room, and our AI bots are working nicely. We're gonna go to our zombie. We're gonna copy this choose code, put it in the create event. We're gonna go direction equals that, and then we're going to go random direction. Let's try that one more time. If that doesn't work, then I don't know. There we go. It's working fairly nice. As you can see in there, they can't get out of the wall. They're trying to follow me, but they can't leave the wall. And because zombies are dead, they're pretty stupid, so they're going to get trapped in the building. But if I go in here, they're going to follow me, they're going to knock down my health unless I kill them. As you can see, I can shoot as much as I want, and it will not go through the wall. So, that's basic. That's a basic zombie top-down shooter. In the next tutorial, I'm going to be adding some effects and other things, such as a flashlight. So a flashlight, probably some power-ups. So stay tuned.